Hello po. So, sasagot lang po tayo sa katanungan ng isa nating masugid na followers. Ang tanong po niya ay tungkol naman po sa kasal. So, kung hindi ka ba tutuloy sa iyong kasal, meron ka bang pananagutan? So, ang sagot po natin dyan ay opo. Although in the Philippines, a breach of promise to marry is not a specific actionable offense under our current law. However, if damages are caused, such as psychological harm, legal claims may arise, particularly if there were significant preparations for the wedding. So, ang tanong po ng karamihan, ano ba ang basehan ng nabanggit po natin na sagot? So, that is actually found in Article 21 of the Civil Code. So, ang sabi po doon sa Article 21 is that if the breach is deemed to have caused harm, contrary to morals, good customs, or public policy, the aggrieved party may seek compensation for damages under Article 21 of the Civil Code. So, ang tanong ng karamihan dyan, so kung merong damages, anong damages na binabanggit sa ilalim ng batas? So, una dyan would be financial losses. Kasi, of course, pag merong ng pinag-usapan tungkol sa kasal, expenses are incurred for the wedding preparation. So, unang damage would be financial losses. So, pangalawa dyan would be emotional distress. There is what we call mental anguish, physical suffering, and other forms of emotional harm. So, ang tanong din ng iba is, meron na bang desisyon ang ating korte tungkol dito? So, meron na po yung the case of Hermosissima versus Court of Appeals, wherein this case established that a mere contract or the mere breach of promise to marry, although it's not an actionable wrong, but damages can be recovered if the breach had caused harm. So, pangalawa namang pong kaso dyan is ang Wasmer versus Beles. So, dito naman sa kasong ito, it allowed the recovery of damages as a result of a canceled marriage even though the breach of promise itself was not actionable. So, lagi po nating tatandaan or titingnan dito sa mga kasong ito na ito yung mga key considerations that we have to look into when filing this when filing a case in court. So, una po dyan is that if there is a clear promise. So, dapat merong a clear promise to marry. Okay. Pangalawa po dyan is there is what we call justifiable cause. So, the promise must have been broken without justifiable cause. So, wala pong justifiable cause yung kanyang pag-cancel sa inyong kasal. Pangatlo po is that moral or emotional suffering. So, the breach must have caused moral or emotional suffering. So, yun po yung ating mga konsiderasyon tungkol sa breach of marriage. So, I hope maliwanag po yan sa inyo. Okay, so Attorney Kid Castro po, panatag ang loob ng taong may alam. Hanggang sa muli.